Hello everyone, this is Ekta Takrani. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to continue with Geography chapter 1, Resources. Okay, so we are going to continue because already I have shared the first video of introduction. We discussed what are resources, and now we'll be moving next and we'll be seeing different types of resources. Little introduction I have given, the broad classification, natural resources, human-made resources and human resources. Okay, already I told you what are natural resources. We can have a quick revision. Resources which we are taking from nature directly, we are using it without modification are natural resources. Now we will continue with that on different basis, natural resources are further classified. Okay, there are more divisions of natural resources, different types of natural resources are there, so that we will see in this video. Okay, let us move. So on the basis of development, the resources, the natural resources are classified as actual resources and potential resources. Okay, so what are actual resources? Let us see. Actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known. Means already we are knowing about these resources and these resources are being used at the present. At present we are using these resources. They are well known and we are already using them. For example, the rich deposits of coal in rural region of Germany, petroleum in West Asia and the dark soils of Deccan Plateau. So all these things are already in use. These are known as actual resources. Okay. Next is potential resources. These resources, potential means they are having the potential, but still they are not used at present. We are not using them. Their entire quantity is not known, and the important thing is we are not having that much advanced technology to use these resources. Means these resources can be used in future. We can use these resources in future, but at present we are not having the advanced technology to use it. Okay, so still it is not in use, but the potential is there. These resources are there, but still quantity is not known and they are not used at present. For example, uranium found in Ladakh. Okay, it is an example of potential resources. Okay, next we can see on the basis of origin. As they are originated, the resources, natural resources are classified as biotic and abiotic. Very easy. Biotic, the resources which are having life, living resources like plants and animals, they are having life, right? So they are living resources. Abiotic resources are non-living resources. Okay, they are not having life in them, like soil and rock. They are natural resources and they are abiotic resources, means they are not having life but they are natural resources. Okay, so this is on the basis of origin. Next is on the basis of exhaustibility. Exhaustibility means some will get exhausted and some can be renewed and again it can be used. So on the basis of exhaustibility, the types are renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable are those which can be renewed. Okay, again it will be formed, it will be replenished, quickly it will be formed and we can use it again and again. For example, solar and wind energy, they are in abundance, they will not get over, we can use them. Okay, they will be renewed, again it will come. Non-renewable resources, they are limited. Okay, once they are exhausted, it will take a lot of time to get renewed, so we are telling that it is not renewable only. Why? Because it will take thousands of years to get formed. So we are not going to wait for thousands of years. So it is very slow process. It will take thousands of years to be renewed. So these resources are known as non-renewable resources. Okay. So we have to save them. They will get exhausted, will not come back. For example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. Okay. So these were the types of resources. Now on the basis of distribution, because resources are not available everywhere in equal quantity. Okay, so the resources are divided on the basis of distribution are ubiquitous and localized. Resources which are found everywhere, like air is everywhere, we can see air we breathe, so that is a ubiquitous resource. And the resources which are found in particular areas, there is a certain location where the resources available are known as localized resource. For example, copper and iron ore. They are not seen everywhere like air. Air we breathe, everywhere it is found. But some resources are found in particular areas. Such resources are known as localized resources. Okay, we can add more examples. Then again about distribution only I will tell you that distribution of resources is uneven. This is one of your question and give reasons why resources are distributed unevenly. It is unequal. Everywhere the resources are not equally available. The reason is because their availability depends on different factors. You remember this, physical factors. The availability of resources depend on different physical factors like terrain, that is landforms, climate, altitude. Somewhere it is mild, somewhere it is extreme hot, somewhere it is cold, different heights, different landforms. So all these are responsible for the availability of resources. Okay, something is found in cold areas, something is found in higher altitudes. So that is why resources are distributed unequally, because these physical factors are also uneven. Everywhere it is not cold, everywhere it is not stable. The things are different. That is why distribution of resources is also unequal. So you have to remember this. It is one of your question, that why distribution, the natural resources are distributed unequally. Okay, I hope you understood the answer. And then this was all about the different types of natural resources. Next is human made resources. Sometimes we are not using the natural resources in its original form. We are using them. Most of the resources we are using, but sometimes we are making use of these natural substances and making them resource. Okay, human is making resource. Human is making many things using the natural substances. Like we are making buildings, bridges, roads, machinery, vehicles. So many things you can see around you which are made by humans, manufactured by humans using the natural substances. Okay, we are using the raw material. We are using the things as a raw material and we are making finished products. So these products, these things are known as human made resources. Okay, technology is also another example of human made resources. So this was all about natural resources and human made resources. I told you apart from this, the most important one is human himself is a resource, that is human resource. In next video I will be telling about human resources, and the most important topic we will talk about the conservation. As you know, we fully depend on resources and we are just exploiting it, we are overusing it. So what should be done to conserve the resources? We will talk about conservation and sustainable development in the coming videos. Till then, you prepare all these things and goodbye. Thank you.